Item 3, Veterans Park repairs.
I requested this on here.
Yes.
Yes.
Request to rescind
Yes, sir,
the action.
because I was the only elected official that voted on these things last time, and I'm still, even today, I got a phone call on it. And I've been threatened even because of the tree being, yes, sir. But they want the water fountain to work, and I don't know how a tree and a water fountain work together. I mean, I guess we discussed it, we
We all voted on the water fountain to be put into a plan.
We did that on a
She's
city
saying she wants to
commission.
rescind that total motion.
Rescind all the action. I'm
Yeah,
requesting.
but you wasn't the only one that voted on it.
She made the motion.
Oh, she made the motion. Well, only one can make the motion. But we all voted on
Well,
it.
you weren't here last. at the
Oh, it
last
was
meeting.
CRA, okay, last one.
Mhm.
I was going to say, I remember us all voting on the water fountain.
Okay.
Well, okay. That was
So
at the
is
commission.
anybody here? One question.
Name us all here.
Brenda, is there anybody here that's been calling you?
No. No.
They
This is
just
a
want a
public
bitch
meeting
from
we're
the
at right now.
telephone.
I beg your pardon?
This is a public meeting we're at right now, and this agenda's been publicized?
Yes, it has been. It has been publicized. It was publicized for 8 weeks, 8 months before, the people that we were going to be doing repairs on Veterans Park.
And they know we have CRA meetings.
So why, I guess I'm skipping to part B here. Why would it be any different? Why did we take a couple steps forward last month, and now we're gonna take a couple steps backwards?
Because,
And have the same,
because
unless there's something that I'm missing
the
here.
reason that she wants to rescind the motion is she had a lot of calls. I think the last meeting we had a couple of people that objected to it. What was that lady's name?
Penny and
Miss
Massey.
Anderson?
That's the only one I remember the name of. But she's had a lot of calls evidently.
Oh God, I got them from her, emails, everything else.
And so I think one of them was, I'm not saying who. But anyway,
I even had a gentleman come in my yard and,
yeah.
okay,
I know.
on his finger.
Who cares if we
There was
cut
a lot
down,
of-
what kind of tree is a pear tree or a peach tree?
Yeah.
Bradford pear tree.
Darn Bradford pear.
And
He
is that
planted-
big?
He
Have-
planted the tree.
Oh, that part I didn't know.
Yes, he
Yes.
planted the tree.
20 years ago.
20 years ago. But anyway, we had all these complaints, or she did, that nobody's called me. She did.
Miss Penny called me.
But
Maybe that's why you didn't.
convinced her that she needed to rescind the motion because there was a number of people that didn't like it. Okay?
Who's the number of people that don't like it? Ain't nobody told me they don't like it.
You want me to tell you who called?
No, I know. I know what happened. Little William went over there running his mouth, telling them all that Miss Brenda wanted the pear tree chopped down, so they all jumped on Miss Brenda's bandwagon, when she should have cussed them out and sent them out of the yard. Well, I ain't done. That's why they don't call me. That's why they don't call me. That's exactly what happened. He should tell him to cut the pear tree down, or Miss Brenda told him to cut the pear tree down, and he didn't want to cut the pear tree down. And he went and told Buzz that they trying to cut your pear tree down, Buzz. And they made a big old thing over a pear tree that don't even produce no damn pear. We trying to fix it up. You can't even keep the veteran's name on the wall because they filed and break.
Okay.
That's
let me
still
say
a question of
this.
his handling.
Mr. Attorney. Question about rescinding the motion. She wants to rescind the motion.
She can make a motion to rescind.
They would have to vote to agree.
Then you need to just treat it like any other motion.
I'm motioning to rescind all the action taken at Veterans Park, and then we'll start over and take a step at a time. I hate it, I'm sorry.
If nobody seconds, it dies though.
Yeah, I
I
understand.
understand that. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Everybody's
So,
on the
is
same
that the
page.
reason we're rescinding fixing up Veterans Park?
No,
Yeah.
we'll take it a step at a time, then there's another section to it.
It just seems to me that three people talked last time about, Courtney said there's no resources to fix the fountain. or to maintain the fountain, either fund it or later,
Who
or
wants to
whatever.
keep the fountain?
The garden club said that the pear tree had reached end of life, and it's probably gonna become more misshapen and fall apart and die anyway.
Well, there ain't even another pear tree there to make the one that's there produce.
And in addition, it's not a native tree, so they were recommending getting rid of it. The third thing was that the veterans were here, represented, and came up with a plan, which we voted on, for fixing the other part of the veteran fund. All makes sense. Now, why?
Okay, let's do this. She wants to rescind the motion. She's gonna make a motion to rescind. You can vote yes or no,
Okay,
and we'll handle it from that point. Okay, I have a motion to rescind last month's motion to cut the pear tree and remove the fountain and make a flower bed out of it. I have a motion to do away with that. Okay, do I have a second? Motion dies.
No second.
Motion dies. Cut the pear tree and make a flower bed.
And if
I'm
the
calling
only way
a
you don't want to
professional
cut,
tree cutter.
no, if the only way you don't want to cut the pear tree, get the Myris to cut it. It
I
ain't
didn't know
that
he
easy.
didn't want to.
He didn't care, he just wanted to cause them.
Should we get a
I know
professional
what
tree
happened.
cutter since he's on 98? Got such a big tree?
I'm
Don't
sorry.
take rocket science and figure out what happened. The next door neighbors.
Okay.
Can I make a subsequent motion
Yes, you
or
can.
something?
Yes, you
Another
can.
motion?
Yes, you can.
It's that we rescind the action, submit Part B, which is going to this facilitate special meeting to discuss Memorial Wall on March 17th, and add another public meeting to discuss whether the boat ramp on the 4th Street is for 3 fishermen, or what the public thinks we should do.
Well, first of all, the boat ramp was set aside to have 3 commercial pieces on it. The city did that.
I understand, but I would like to, the question would be, what does the public think about that at this point?
Nothing, because ain't none of them here. They don't even
Just
come
about
to
the
the
boat
meetings.
ramp.
And they're surely not
So
gonna do
it's-
a workshop. We don't need additional.
And we
They're
don't
not
mix that
coming.
in with.
Right.
They won't even come to see our A meeting.
So if, could the city council, that would take them city council action
Yeah,
to, so we don't,
I would think the city would be involved in that.
so
And
that would be a city.
As far as the city is concerned, I would think they would not do away with commercial use of that
No,
ramp.
I wouldn't vote for it.
So, that part I'm pretty sure of.
Okay, so we, I was curious to get public input on the 4th Street ramp,
Well, we would
How
have
would
a
you-
mess in here if we tried to
And-
take that
and-
away.
and also the prospect of closing part of that diagonal road that is, Innovia suggests, I mean, they had a plan, they closed that diagonal, which we nodded favorably at, and it's,
Okay, you're talking about the little piece that comes out on Highway 98?
yes,
Making the time. You want to close, talking about closing that.
right. And whether, if that's going to be a public furor, if we did, if
I would
CRA
think if that would that have come before the city?
Yeah.
It's closing the city streets?
Yeah, closing city street.
Yeah.
I would think that would have to be a city action.
even if it,
I mean, you could
Originated
recommend, you
with
could
the
probably,
CRA.
we, this board could recommend it,
To put it on the agenda.
put it on the city agenda to close it.
okay.
I think that would be, go as far as that little side street. But personally, I'd vote against it. I use that little side street. I use it all the time. Now you're talking, I gotta turn and go some other way.
Okay.
But anyway,
I guess what I was trying to do with the
I'm looking at them.
remotioning it was was, if we're gonna rescind it and look at some alternatives, let's add all of the things that involve the Fourth Street project in terms of how it's used as a.
Well, first of all, the motion she made, I don't think you want to add all this other stuff into it. You can go back and address that other, if you like. But hers was specific for the cutting down of that tree and making that a plant, which had nothing to do
Okay,
with the boat ramp and all that.
okay.
So I don't think I would add that. I think you need to address her rescinding that motion which failed, which means to me that they gotta cut it down and make it plant.
I think
Go back to
what I was.
that. Now, if you want to readdress another issue, like the boat ramp or the closing of that street, we can do that.
Those seems to be things that need to go to the city.
Well, closing the street would have to, but you can make a motion to recommend and take it to the city.
Right, okay, but they don't go together, okay.
I will say,
That's what I would.
in my discussions with these folks that are unhappy, even with the statuettes being removed, everything, it's almost as if, say, if you wanted to have a workshop on closing Avenue A and the boat ramp, you can't combine them. The workshops need to be project specific. It seems that way.
Well, it's more or less that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I was just trying to be, if we were gonna rescind the vote, that we consider all these other things in addition to that.
It has not been rescinded. There was no second. The motion stands.
The motion stands, it died.
Now, are we still having a meeting on March the 17th?
Then evidently not, and we would move forward with.
That's right.
So it was left then at the last meeting, you had requested Courtney to look into brass plaques instead of
Yes.
replacing the bricks.
Right.
My husband did go ahead and take a quick look at that. He actually brought some letters also from Camp Gordon Johnston and the Legion supporting.
And I do got the Camp Gordon Johnson letter supporting the removal of the statuettes and putting up the bronze military seals.
I have one from the American Legion too.
Well, we had that at last meeting, didn't we?
Yes.
Well, I mentioned it, but I did bring it up at our board meeting
Okay.
and our regular meeting, and everyone was in favor of
The
it.
veterans seem like the
They don't really care for the
statuettes,
statuettes, they call them everything but what they are.
Okay.
garden
But then, as far as the actual seals that are going up there, there's two different types. One is called a flat relief, where it's engraved, it just comes up and then it's flat. And then the other one is a bias relief, which is more like an actual profile of your face. These are a lot nicer, they would look a lot nicer. They cost probably, for the 5, if you got the 10-inch, they would probably be, let's see, 1,400 for the flat, and, let's see, the bias are like 2,000, so it'd be about $600 more for these.
That was approximately $2,000 based against $1,400.
And the guy, it actually was a little more than that for this, but he reduced the price to right at that, around 2,000.
The other thing is those statuette things was about $300 for each base, was it not?
yes.
That's $1,500.
Plus you probably have to buy new statuettes because.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
so. But I think maybe we try to save it and get it.
But I would recommend that, according to the drawings that I did, you might want to let the brick mason do his thing first, because there's not a lot of room under there. This is the 10-inch, and then this would be the 12-inch, so there's about 2 inches in between each one if you put the 12-inch. But then they come down, so you would want to know where he's going to end up with his bricks once he's laying them, if he doesn't.
Well, that's not completely full, so.
Yeah, when, and as he gets to the top, he might be higher than I think, and then, the 12-inch. So I would let him fix the wall first and then order the seal.
Don't you think you should get him to install those along with the?
Well, he could, but, there is a special, and then the other thing is that the nice bias, really, the smallest they have is a 12-inch. These will come up 8-inch, 10-inch, and they go on up, so.
Well, you don't want to make it little bitty like.
No, that's what I'm saying, these would be nice if you get it to fit, so. But, there's a special way that you install that, where there are 3 or 4 of these studs that come right off the seal, and if you drill the holes exact and get it tapped in there, it's about impossible to take them off, is what he said, so. Anyway, just my suggestion, other than that, for about $2 grand, and I think then they take the little guys out of there.
And then the plaques versus the bricks, if you look at the price of
Oh, yes,
plaques.
I did, and that was gonna be, that wall is about 10 feet wide, and about 5 feet tall, so if you got some 24 by 60 bronze plaques to engrave, those 5 would be about $22,000. Very high. And then the bad thing about that
I think
is
it's
you
the brick.
once you take them down, once you get to a certain point, you'd have to take that plaque away and then ship it off to get it. So,
Yeah, I think that's probably too much. Okay.
So,
Okay, so I guess then, do we buy new bricks, or are we gonna?
yeah, that's the thing, and I didn't know we were gonna get this far into it, or I would have had, enough printouts here for everybody. If we buy all new bricks, it's about $1,100, but I don't know shipping or, for the bricks. The brick mason will be $4,200, and Carabel Funds has $4,112. So all new bricks, and I wasn't prepared because I didn't know we would be discussing this at this time. All new bricks would be $11,000. If he uses new and old bricks, if he has to take them off real easy, it's really impossible to just, estimate the correct number of new bricks that will be needed to be ordered, because he may break some, and he'll have to take them back and wash them. If he uses new and old bricks, it's $5,200. Actually, are we going with the seals? I can give you a better bid, a
Yes.
better price.
I would say so.
Okay. New and old bricks, with the 10-inch seals, the whole job, minus what Carabel Cares has, would be $7,488, but there would be some shipping charges I don't know about yet. All new bricks, if we just go ahead and order all new bricks, have everything there for the brick mason to work with, he reduces his price by $1,000 because he doesn't have to clean the old bricks and take them off. With 10-inch seals, would be $12,488, but a little shipping. With the 12-inch seals, new and old bricks, $8,088. With the 12-inch seals, all new bricks, $13,088.
So just $1,000 more.
I would, add some money, 100 or 200 to that, dollars, for shipping, because, and I'm just, guesstimating this. I'm not a pro at doing the estimating, and we don't know exactly how many bricks we need at this
How
point.
much money was in the budget for that?
The whole Veterans Park, see, we'll have to reallocate. The whole Veterans Park was $5,000, but we didn't realize that the brick mason was gonna cost. We didn't realize at the time we did this allocation last fall, or whenever it was. Yeah.
Do we have some money in there we can reallocate?
There's money, it would be land acquisition money, or we didn't, put a roof on the Morehouse yet, so.
There's money to do.
Yeah, we could do, so
So
it
it
just
just needs to
depends.
be put in different line items.
Yeah, and it certainly could come from the Morehouse. We can look at re-roofing the Morehouse again in the next
If
fiscal
we don't
year.
sell it
Yeah.
or lease it.
So, you're looking at somewhere from 7,500 to 13,000, or say 15, just say 9,000 to 15,000. It just depends upon
Do we
if you
need-
want all new bricks and the 10-inch, 12-inch shields, or the.
What does the veterans want?
Well, a lot of them preferred the 12-inch seal because they look
New
nicer.
bricks.
New bricks?
Well, they didn't really discuss that.
Well, it's just,
that's-
actually, we're getting a discount if we get new bricks anyway, because he's gotta wash the old ones.
That would probably be the easiest and the simplest thing to
Exactly.
do. All the
So you're
bricks.
talking $13,000 plus the labor.
Yes, or probably,
Close to 14,000.
somewhere
But we have the
14.
money because we're not gonna put a,
Well, we need to get it done.
And
Some of the bricks were bought 5 years ago, some were bought a year ago, some are more faded, some have glue smeared all over them.
and that's what he would have to get off, get that glue, then after
Do we have a
that,
motion? Go ahead.
oh, well,
I was gonna ask for a motion to go ahead and clear that.
all right, go ahead and do that one then.
Okay, I'd like to have a motion.
You wanna like it?
I'm scared to.
Let me go get that. The way you see some papers.
That done got me scared.
Don't be scared.
Okay.
You call me.
All we're doing is putting the flags on the brick. Flags on the brick.
Okay, I make a motion for the 12-inch military seals, all new bricks.
Okay, I have a motion.
I put in my motion for us to take some of the money out of the Morehouse roofing to put over in to pay for it.
All right. I have a motion.
Second the motion.
Have a second, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Flags and new bricks.
And then
The hair tree comes down and the fountain turns into a.
And them little,
That goes
guards
back to
that
the
were
original
donate them to one of them.
Right.
Yeah, everything just done by.
Made a brick mason also then remove the statuettes.
Yeah, that was voted in the original motion.
Okay, and then
Why
he'll
don't you
repair.
see if,
We said we was gonna give them to Camp Gordon Johnson.
yeah,
We was gonna donate them.
because they got that place out there.
Miss Minicello has said they're not really interested in.
Oh,
I don't
They
know,
they don't like them.
Oh,
They
okay.
say they're disrespectful, so.
okay.
I mean, really, when
So
somebody
surplus.
stole them, that last time they got stolen, they should have done something besides leave them at the beach.
Okay, we've covered B,
Surplus.
we've covered
So